I don't want to completely ignore what's going on in Master Duel. We're not gonna play Master Duel today, but I did want to mention it. I said it earlier because someone asked about my opinion on the new pack. There's been an update in Master Duel, and it brings a couple of new cards, and I really wish I felt more positively about this pack because there's a lot of cool stuff in here. There is unironically a lot of cool stuff in here, but there's also, unfortunately, and that's kind of like overshadowing a lot of things for me, backup Adignister, as well as the new Code Talker Adignister, and Wizard is probably like a super rare. Yeah, Wizard is in here too. So the biggest news about this pack is that it brings more Maliss support into a format where Maliss is already the best deck by far, which is also one of the reasons why I prefer the TCG at the moment. And, you know, I just don't vibe as much with Master Duel. But if you do vibe with Master Duel, I think, obviously, these cards will give Maliss a way to play around Lancea, which was at this point like the only real counter to Maliss outside of like resolving Max C, was cards like Lancea. And with backup Adignister or Wizard Adignister in your hand, you can just really you can still make strong boards under Lancea. So yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. On the one hand, it makes sense to release these cards now because this is the one time where people are actually going to play them, which is during Maliss format. At the same time, Maliss is going to be a disaster in Master Duel in the next couple of weeks. Like, if you are playing the Duelist Cup in 2 weeks, God bless your soul. And the thing is, there's other stuff in here that is genuinely interesting. I think the Gem Knight stuff is pretty strong. Like, the Gem Knight deck as a blind second OTK strategy has been doing pretty well in the TCG, and I could see it doing really well in Master Duel too, because blind second, like if you have an actually good blind second deck in best of one, it's pretty scary. So Gem Knight, I think, is a viable deck in Master Duel. I don't know exactly how good the Maliss matchup is, because I think that's like, if you're considering Gem Knight for, let's say, the Duelist Cup or something like that, then that's probably going to be your most popular matchup. But other than that, I think Gem Knight is going to be an exceptionally strong deck in Master Duel because of best of one. And then they also added a couple of things that I didn't expect quite so soon. I mean, we get Regenesis, which is an interesting engine. I'm sure some people are going to mess around with Regenesis. I believe the TCG and Master Duel and TCG and OCG have already shown, though, that Regenesis is more like a tier 2 engine, nothing too crazy. I like it, but it's not that good. I like the grindy aspect of it, but like there's not really that much to grind at the moment in the way the format is. Like, you're just gonna, like, your Regenesis cards are gonna go to the graveyard, and then Whitebinder is gonna banish them all into Oblivion, and then if you're lucky enough to survive the turn, you're not gonna get them back. So yeah, but the concept of the deck is cool. We have Heraldic support in here, which is gonna give Ryziel an identity outside of pure Ryziel, because at the moment, basically pure Ryziel is the only way you can really play the deck. With the new Heraldic cards, you can do a couple of neat things, and when I say neat, I mean incredibly powerful and maybe even a little toxic. You can summon Protoss very consistently, and you can go for Ouroboros hand loops. Now, it's worth noting, I believe there's still no Eclipse Twins in here, so you're not going to be able to do Ouroboros like infinite times, but you can still do 2 if you play plugin. You can still double hand loop and probably Protoss with the same. Like, it's pretty busted. So that's fun, yeah. But we will probably at some point, we will definitely do a Master Duel stream where I try to make Necros work. I like, for now, while Maliss is at the power level that it's at the moment, because I am someone who really doesn't like Maliss, I'm not gonna like competitively grind Master Duel, but I will log in every once in a while and maybe play like my pet decks and something like that. And I definitely want to have a stream where I try to make Necros work. It's not going to be today. Maybe we'll do it next week, but like I'm going to try and make Necros work. It's probably not going to be top tier, but I want to play Necros with the new cards. You know, I haven't even gotten to play this in the TCG yet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. As well as the new Magistus cards, especially Spoon, which is called Spenta, the Magistus Sealer. With this card, as well as Crowley being in Master Duel already, this means if we get Draco Tail, these cards are already going to be in the game, which is good, right? So it is, all things considered, if and that's, to me, that's the sad part. Like, if this pack didn't have Adignister, it would genuinely be a pretty interesting time for Master Duel right now. Like, imagine a world where instead of putting Brilliant Fusion to 3, and Block Dragon to 3, they hit Maliss slightly, and they release this pack, but without backup Adignister. And then we're actually talking, you know, we're actually talking like, okay, some new decks enter the format, Maliss gets a little bit weaker, let's see what happens. Instead, all of these new cards like basically don't matter, at least from a competitive standpoint, because Maliss just gets insanely broken with this. So I don't know, but I did want to give my opinion on the new cards regardless. But for me, I'm looking forward to playing with the Magistus cards eventually. I'm looking forward to playing Necros at some point. I'm looking forward to even trying Gem Knight at some point, because I haven't played that deck at all yet. I am not really looking forward to Heraldic Ryziel and Maliss. But yeah, which is why we are not doing Master Duel today. Simple as that.